Quick Flick 84 here. For those of you that wondered how exactly I installed my h.i.d. headlights, I'll give you a little insight on what I did. I've taken off both the rubber covers off the backs of the headlights, and I'm going to put my h.i.d. headlight in the left side on the low beam side. And the first thing I'm going to show you is, here's the original power connector, and the bulb's still in place on this one. So this just, these two prongs right here, it just slides on over like that. Instead of using this thing on the other side, if I have the original halogen bulb in, I put these on the power wires and they'll plug in the same way as the other side if I need to put the original halogen bulb in. But when I have my h.i.d. headlight installed, I don't have to cut and splice any wires. I can just go ahead and take these power wires and plug them into my h.i.d. kit, and they just slide right over these, so I don't have to cut wires and splice and tape and everything every time if I have to take the h.i.d. setup out for an inspection or something, I don't know. Other than that, the biggest change that I made was with these rubber housings that fit on here. Here's the original one that still has this piece on the middle that slides over the back of the halogen bulb. And for the h.i.d. side, I cut that off because there's this rubber disc that fits in there. So you have to cut a little bit away, but it's not a big deal. It'll still work with if you put the original bulb back in. And here's how I put that rubber disc in there. String the wires through, and just pops into place pretty easy. There's the original. So of course we're going to test it before I completely install everything, because if you have any problems you want to work them out before you have everything set in where you want it. So I got power wires coming out. Ballast. The bulb. Alright, it worked. So we got the ballast in, and after that I strapped this other block, I don't know if it's a relay or what, but to the bottom of the ballast. And just got to get creative on where you run all the wires to. I got the wires coming out of the bulb. Just kind of like zip tied them up against the ballast, and then there's the power wires coming out of the bike going to the h.i.d. kit, and I just ran it under the headlight housing over this way. Just make sure everything's secure and it's not going to come loose while you're riding and get tangled up in anything. And also deflect the handlebars all the way both ways, make sure it's not hitting anything, and it should be good to go. Just go ahead and hook up your fairings back on and test it again, make sure it works, and then enjoy it.